Warm welcome, viewers. Our rolling coverage from Varanasi continues. In just a short while, the Prime Minister will inaugurate the first phase of his pet dream project, the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. But, viewers, if I would reckon as a journalist, if there was a money shot for the day, which is loaded with symbolism, both religious, spiritual and political significance, that, viewers, is the Prime Minister clad in all saffron, taking a holy dip in the river Ganga with a Rudraksh mala around his head. Giving out a message as well that, the Ganga here is now cleaner than what it was. You can take a dip. With him doing so, that's the kind of messaging he wants to put forth where the river Ganga is concerned. On the other hand, nobody knew. It's not in our itinerary. You get a basic plan of the Prime Minister on what he would be doing, on his visit to Varanasi. This has taken most people by surprise. Not many knew that the Prime Minister would actually be taking a dip in the river Ganga. This is also loaded, viewers, and one will have to talk about it, loaded with political symbolism. This is political messaging at its best 2 months before elections. The Prime Minister taking a dip, clad in all saffron with a Rudraksh mala representing Lord Shiva. This is Shiva's Nagari, Varanasi, and taking a dip in the holy river Ganga. Like I said earlier, if there was a money shot in all of this, this would be it. Tomorrow, all newspapers would be carrying this very picture. I want to cut across right now to my colleague Aishwarya, who's joining us. Aishwarya, all of us with you, Mohit, I, Samarth, we've been, talking to each other. The itinerary of the Prime Minister never quite had that he would be taking that holy dip. He's taken everybody by surprise, loaded with the, messaging, loaded with symbolism, be it spiritual, religious, political. Right now, viewers, if you're wondering where he is, the Prime Minister is taking a quick break. He's changing his clothes after taking that holy dip in River Ganga. But Aishwarya, the importance of this dip, the Prime Minister delivered the money shot, or that big moment, or that Kodak moment, if one would call it, for his visit to Kashi Vishwanath.
Well, definitely it was that Kodak moment, and we did see before taking the dip in the holy Ganges, Prime Minister went and with all the, he was there at a temple, and there he followed the procedure to the T. So definitely we understand that the Prime Minister knows the importance of doing all this. The river Ganges is being worshipped by people across India. And what people are feeling, you will be able to see people are gathering in large numbers at the various ghats. I am standing at one such ghat, the Asi Ghat. People here thronging, the ghats, wanting to see Prime Minister. All these people are natives. Quickly, we'll just go across to them and speak with them. आप लोग सब आज प्रधानमंत्री से मिलने आए हैं, उन्हें देखने आए हैं। हाँ, आपको क्या ऐसा लगता है कि वाराणसी के अंदर कुछ बदलाव आया है?
बहुत ज़्यादा बदलाव आया मैम। जैसे कि मोदी जी आ रहे हैं हमारे, आप देख सकते हैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा बदलाव देखने को मिल रहा है। हद से ज़्यादा उम्मीद जैसे हम लोग पीएम से कर सकते हैं, जो एक पीएम ने किया हमारे लिए, आप देख सकते हैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा अब बदलाव हम लोग को देखने को मिल रहा है। सब जगह स्वच्छ और काफी ज्यादा
है। आप लोगों को लगता है कि सफाई हुई है?
हाँ, बहुत ज्यादा सफाई हुई है।
घाट पे खड़े हैं तो घाट भी बदले हैं यहाँ के?
हाँ, बहुत ज्यादा बदले हैं और बहुत परिवर्तन वहाँ पे है।
कि मुझे गंगा माँ ने बुलाया है।
हाँ, उन्होंने गंगा में एक डुबकी भी लगाई। तो क्या आपको लगता है कि क्लीन है?
एकदम आप खुद ही देख लीजिए। सारी
व्यवस्थाएं आपको अच्छी लग रही है?
हाँ, बहुत अच्छी है।
So the people here clearly, on the Ghat to understand what the Prime Minister is trying to do. Ghat specifically, have been a landmark of Varanasi, which is the constituency of Prime Minister Modi. Some of the people, in fact, have made these decorations true, Preeti. We do see the lotus, the symbol of the Bharatiya Janata Party, being made out here. The Ghats have been decorated by the people. We are seeing what the government is doing. The people too are showing their love and affection for the Prime Minister. And Preeti, apart from taking the dip, as soon as Prime Minister came out of the temple, he also took selfies with the people who were waiting outside the temple just to get a glimpse. So definitely we are seeing the love the people of the city are showering, and many people obviously, Preeti, are also saying all this is being done keeping the elections, the big UP elections just 2 months away, keeping all those things in mind. But definitely people believe development is something which has happened in the city of Varanasi. Preeti.
You know, Aishwarya, you stay on with me. So, not showering love, yes, but literally showering flower petals as well. We've seen the Prime Minister's cavalcade pull through the course of the morning, being showered with flower petals, the residents flagging him down, trying to give him gifts, which he actually did take. He did stop the car multiple times, talking, to his constituency, because after all, for the people of Varanasi, he's not as much as the Prime Minister, but the man who represents their constituency. The reason why, viewers, by the end of the evening today and over the course of the next 2 days, 8 lakhs dabbas of laddus, besan laddus, would be delivered to each and every household of Varanasi from the Prime Minister of the inauguration of the first phase of the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. As we speak, as we continue to get you the kind of development push that the people of Varanasi say that it is, and one can see it. It is spectacular. The premises, the complex of the Kashi Vishwanath corridor is spectacular. But having said that, it's still incomplete. Only 50% of the job is done. This is just the first phase. It's been done at a cost of about 390 crores. The entire project is still a few years away in terms of completion, and that, viewers, will cost about 800 crores. The itinerary today, the Prime Minister landed in Varanasi this morning. He went to the Kal Bhairav Temple. Now, Kal Bhairav Temple is called the Kotwal, or, the one who mans the door of the city of Varanasi. He's the one who decides who resides, who lives, who dies in this eternal city. Well, that's the local belief here. The Kal Bhairav Temple was one of the most ancient temples of Varanasi. It's an eternal city, but there are things more ancient than the others, and the Kal Bhairav Temple is one of them. The Roop, they say the form of Shiva of Kal Bhairav, is the fiercest, and even death is scared of Kal Bhairav. That is what is said. From there, he took a cruise vessel. He made his way to Lalita Ghat. He got down at Lalita Ghat, and then he surprised everybody, because nobody quite knew, it was not on his itinerary, that he would be taking a dip in the holy river. He did so, clad in all saffron, with the kalash in hand and the Rudraksh Mala, which represents Lord Shiva. It is, after all, Lord Shiva's Nagari. From there on, as we speak, he's gone to change his clothes, and from there he's going to be inspecting his dream project, which is the Kashi Vishwanath corridor, and then he's going to be going inside the Sanctum Sanctorium and going to offer prayers. There is going to be an arti at an auspicious time. Let's cut across right now. We have my colleague Mohit back with me from the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. Mohit, what are you seeing around you? I would reckon for all of us, who've been covering this event, know that the money shot is already in, if this is an event, and that is the Prime Minister taking that dip in the river Ganga, giving out the message that, I'm doing it. It's cleaner than what it was earlier. You can also take a dip, loaded with spiritual, religious messaging as well as political messaging. Over to you, Mohit. Where is the Prime Minister right now? Changing his clothes and then moving forward?